Well, greetings from the Chapel of Franciscan Retreats and Spirituality Center here in Prior Lake. I'm Brother Bob Roddy. I'm the director of the center, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to our new video series, Find the Missing Piece, Pathways to Prayer. If you're a visitor to our website, you've noticed we've been posting more online content in these past 12 weeks. And we are continuing that with this new series on prayer. Prayer is a perennial question, a perennial issue that retreatants bring up all the time when they come here on an overnight retreat. They express frustration, challenges, joys, a variety of emotions and a variety of responses to their efforts at prayer. And many times their frustrations stem from the fact that the concept of prayer is a very narrow one for someone. And we have grown to realize that there are many different ways to pray, just as there are many different types of people. Some find a more reflective prayer experience meaningful to them and life-giving to them. Others prefer a devotional type of prayer, formal prayer. And others prefer more spontaneous kind of prayer. And some even prefer to use prayer, a form of prayer that gets them out of their head and actually into doing something physical. In one case, we'll see the example of one of our friars who uses wood carving as a way to experience prayer. So the four topics that we're going to cover as a retreat staff will be using a slightly different format than before, in that retreat team members for 3 of the 4 conferences will be in conversation with one another on certain topics. For example, Kathy Birkin and Debbie Koop will be discussing prayer as magic or mystery. Cindy Geiger and myself will be looking at prayer as a path to transformation and freedom. And Jane Krim and I will be looking at the issue of prayer, listening to the voice of God, and what that means and how we have experienced that. And as is the case with most of our presentations, all of our presentations, you'll be experiencing not only the input from the staff, but as well as our own stories, our own shared wisdom, as we all try to seek to encourage and enlighten and inspire, hopefully, you to continue your journey with prayer and not lose heart. One of the things that's very challenging for people is that keeping up with prayer. And the late Mother Teresa, Saint Teresa of Calcutta, was confronted or talked to by a gentleman who said, "You know, Mother, I've been experiencing dryness in my prayer for the last year." And she paused and reflected. She said, "Try 39 years of dryness." Here was a woman who the world admired for her tremendous work and her tremendous calling of holiness and working and serving for the poorest of the poor. And yet she experienced a great dryness of prayer that lasted for many, many years. And so we can all draw wisdom from the example of others, and we can also take heart that God is always with us, God walks with us, God is always inviting us to pray as we can. So I hope you can join us. Thank you and God bless. And if you are so moved, we would definitely appreciate any kind of contribution you could make to help forego the expenses for producing these short video programs. There will be a link provided at the end of the video where you can go directly to our contributions or donations page to make a contribution, or you can just simply send a check. And please send us your comments, your feedback. We'd love to hear from you too. Thank you and God bless.